On a sunny afternoon, Earth's most renowned football team, the Human Warriors, received an unexpected message. It came from an alien race known as the Zorbians. The message was clear. We challenge you to a football match. If we win, we take over your planet. If you win, we leave Earth forever. Coach Ahmed, the experienced and wise leader of the team, quickly called an emergency meeting. The players gathered in the locker room, their faces filled with worry and curiosity. The room buzzed with murmurs until Coach Ahmed raised his hand, calling for silence. This is not just a game. Coach Ahmed began, his voice steady but urgent. This is about our survival. We have been challenged by the Zorbians, and we must accept it. The team consisted of players from various countries, each a master of their skill. Jake, the speedy striker from the USA, listened intently. Maria, the sharp defender from Brazil, furrowed her brow in determination. Lee, the strategic midfielder from South Korea, looked thoughtful as ever. Jake was the first to speak up. Coach, how can we possibly beat aliens? They must have some crazy skills we've never seen before. Coach Ahmed nodded, acknowledging Jake's concern. By using not just our strength, but our minds, we need to combine our traditional skills with advanced technology. Maria leaned forward, her eyes fierce with determination. We need a plan, and we need to practice like never before. Lee, always the thinker, added, I have a friend at the Space Research Center. Maybe we can get some help there. They might have some technology that can give us an edge. The team agreed to meet the next day at the Space Research Center to discuss their strategy. The following day, they arrived at the Space Research Center. Dr. Arya, a top scientist who had already heard about the challenge, greeted them. She led them to a lab filled with futuristic gadgets and equipment. Welcome, human warriors, Dr. Arya said warmly. We have developed some advanced tech that can help you. Special boots that increase speed, gloves that enhance grip, and helmets that provide tactical data in real time. Jake's eyes widened with excitement. This is amazing, but can we learn to use it in time? Dr. Arya nodded confidently. We have 1 week to train you. Let's get started immediately. The team began an intense training regimen, combining their natural talents with the new technology. They practiced day and night, learning to use their new equipment to outmaneuver and outthink their opponents. The special boots made Maria feel like she could fly, and the helmets gave Lee a bird's-eye view of the field. As the week progressed, the human warriors grew more confident. They knew the match against the Zorbians would be tough, but they also knew they had the skills and the technology to give it their best shot. Coach Ahmed gathered the team for a final pep talk. Remember, it's not just the tech, it's how you use it. Play with your hearts and minds, and show the Zorbians what humans are capable of. The team nodded, their spirits high. They were ready for the challenge that lay ahead. At the Space Research Center, the human warriors continued their intense training under the guidance of Dr. Arya. The center buzzed with activity, as scientists and engineers collaborated closely with the football team to prepare them for the upcoming match against the Zorbians. The state-of-the-art equipment and technology provided the team with an edge they had never experienced before. Dr. Arya gathered the team in the main lab, where a large holographic display showed the football field and their alien opponents. All right, team, she began. Let's go over the strategy once more. We have developed special boots that will enhance your speed, gloves to improve your grip, and helmets that will give you real-time tactical data. But remember, technology alone won't win this match. You need to integrate it with your natural skills and teamwork. Maria, ever the determined defender, asked, Dr. Arya, how do we make sure we use this tech to our advantage? The Zorbians might have tricks up their sleeves too. Dr. Arya nodded. Good question, Maria. The key is to stay adaptive. The helmets will give you updates on the Zorbians' movements and strategies. Use that information to outmaneuver them, and always communicate with each other. Jake, the team striker, was excited about the new boots. These boots make me feel like I'm flying. I can dodge and sprint faster than ever. But how do we make sure we maintain our stamina throughout the match? Coach Ahmed stepped in. That's where our training comes in, Jake. We've been working on endurance and agility. Use short, powerful bursts and then recover quickly. Trust in your teammates to cover you when needed. Lee, the strategic midfielder, had been studying the holographic display closely. I've been thinking, he said thoughtfully. If we can predict their movements with the helmet data, we can set traps for them. force them into positions where we can intercept the ball. Dr. Arya smiled. Exactly, Lee. That's the kind of thinking we need. Use your intellect and the technology together. Let's run some simulations to practice this. The team spent hours in the simulation room, facing various scenarios that the Zorbians might throw at them. They learned to anticipate the aliens' moves, communicate seamlessly, and use their tech enhancements to their fullest potential. One evening, after a grueling day of training, the team sat together, reflecting on their progress. Maria broke the silence. We've come a long way. I think we have a real shot at winning this. Jake nodded. Yeah, I can feel it too. We're not just playing a game. We're fighting for our planet. Lee added, we've got the skills, the tech, and the heart. We just need to stay focused. Coach Ahmed looked at his team with pride. You're right. We've trained hard, and we've become stronger as a team. Tomorrow is the day we've been preparing for. Let's give it everything we've got. The next morning, the team assembled for their final briefing. Dr. Arya wished them luck and reminded them of the importance of their mission. Remember, you're not just playing for yourselves. You're playing for all of humanity. Show the Zorbians what it means to be human. With determination in their eyes and a solid strategy in place, the human warriors were ready. They knew the match would be tough, but they were prepared to give it their all. The fate of their planet rested on their shoulders, and they were ready to rise to the challenge. The day of the match had finally arrived. The human warriors stood on the field, hearts pounding with anticipation. The stadium was packed with spectators from all over the world, united in their hope for a human victory. Giant screens displayed the event, making it a global spectacle. The air was thick with tension and excitement. The Zorbians arrived in their sleek spaceship, descending onto the field with an air of confidence. Their team, tall and slender with a glowing aura, looked formidable. The Zorbian captain stepped forward and greeted Coach Ahmed. Greetings, humans. May the best team win, the Zorbian captain said, his voice echoing through the stadium. Coach Ahmed nodded, his expression resolute. Indeed. Let's have a fair match. The referee, an impartial entity from a neutral galaxy, blew the whistle, signaling the start of the game. The Zorbians took possession of the ball first, moving with lightning speed and uncanny coordination. The human warriors braced themselves, ready to counter. Jake, ever the optimist, watched the Zorbians' swift movements. They're fast, but we can outsmart them, he muttered to himself. Maria, her eyes focused and determined, responded, let's stay focused and stick to our plan. Lee, with his strategic mind always at work, added, remember, use the helmets to track their movements. The Zorbians demonstrated their superior physical abilities, dribbling past the humans effortlessly. But the human warriors were not easily discouraged. Using the real-time data from their helmets, they began to anticipate the Zorbians' moves and started to counterattack. Jake sprinted down the field, his enhanced boots giving him an incredible speed boost. He passed the ball to Lee, who skillfully navigated through the Zorbian defense, passing it to Maria. Maria took a powerful shot, but the Zorbian goalkeeper made a spectacular save. Coach Ahmed, watching from the sidelines, shouted, great effort, keep the pressure on them. Dr. Arya, observing from the stands, added, watch their patterns. They're predictable if you look closely. The first half was intense, with both teams giving their all. The Zorbians scored the first goal, but the human warriors quickly equalized with a brilliant goal by Jake. The crowd erupted in cheers, the energy in the stadium palpable. As the game progressed, the Zorbians started using their secret weapon, telekinesis. They began to manipulate the ball with their minds, making it almost impossible for the humans to intercept. The Zorbians scored 2 quick goals, leaving the human warriors trailing. Coach Ahmed called for a timeout. The team gathered around, sweat pouring down their faces, determination in their eyes. We need to think fast. How can we counter their telekinesis? Coach Ahmed asked, his mind racing. Lee, ever the thinker, proposed an idea. If we can overload their mental capacity, they won't be able to use their telekinesis effectively. Jake, intrigued, asked, how do we do that? Dr. Arya, who had joined the huddle, revealed, we have a special device that can create a sonic disturbance. It might just work. The team agreed to try it. They resumed the match, and as the Zorbians attempted to use their telekinesis again, the humans activated the device. A subtle, high-frequency sound wave disrupted the Zorbians' concentration, weakening their control over the ball. The human warriors seized the opportunity. Lee orchestrated a brilliant play, passing the ball to Maria, who then set it up perfectly for Jake. Jake took the shot, and the ball soared past the Zorbian goalkeeper, landing in the net. The score was now tied. Maria, beaming with excitement, shouted, "Great shot, Jake. We can do this." Jake, equally thrilled, replied, "Thanks. Let's keep the momentum going." The crowd roared with excitement as the human warriors fought valiantly. The match was now a test of endurance, strategy, and heart. With the clock ticking down, every moment counted. The human warriors knew they had to stay united and focused. They had the skills, the technology, and most importantly, the will to win. As the final moments of the match approached, they prepared for one last push to secure their victory. The match was now in its final crucial moments. The score was tied, and both teams were giving it their all. The Zorbians, visibly frustrated by the disruption of their telekinetic powers, were determined to regain control. The human warriors, fueled by the cheers of the crowd and their own determination, prepared for the final push. Coach Ahmed called the team together during a brief break. "We're in the home stretch. Stay focused and stick to our strategy. We can do this," he urged, his voice steady. Jake looked around at his teammates. "We need to keep up the pressure. We can't let them regain their momentum." Lee, ever the strategist, added, "Our sonic device worked, but we need something more to secure the win." Maria nodded, her eyes steely with resolve. "Let's use our speed and coordination. If we keep them on their toes, they won't have time to use their powers." The whistle blew, and the game resumed. The human warriors immediately took control of the ball. Lee, with his tactical helmet providing real-time data, directed the team with precision. "Jake, go left. Maria, cover the right flank," he commanded. The Zorbians attempted to regain their footing, but the humans' enhanced speed and coordination made it difficult for them to keep up. Jake dodged past two defenders, his movements almost a blur, and passed the ball to Maria, who sent it flying towards the goal. The Zorbian goalkeeper made a desperate save, but the rebound landed at Lee's feet. With a swift, calculated kick, Lee sent the ball into the net. The crowd erupted in deafening cheers as the human warriors took the lead. The scoreboard now read 3-2 in favor of the humans. Jake pumped his fist in the air. "Great job, Lee. We're almost there." Maria, her face lit with determination, said, "We just need to hold them off for a few more minutes." The Zorbians, sensing the urgency, pushed forward with renewed aggression. They managed to maneuver the ball past the human defense and were on the verge of scoring when Maria intercepted with a perfectly timed tackle. She quickly passed the ball to Lee, who directed it to Jake. Jake, sprinting down the field with lightning speed, prepared for one final assault. He could see the determination in the Zorbian defender's eyes, but he was not deterred. As he approached the goal, he faked left, then right, confusing the goalkeeper. With a powerful kick, he sent the ball soaring into the net. The crowd went wild. The human warriors had scored again, making the score 4-2. The Zorbians, realizing they were running out of time, made a desperate attempt to close the gap. Coach Ahmed shouted from the sidelines, "Defend with everything you've got. Don't let them through." The Zorbians launched a fierce attack, but the human warriors, fortified by their training and technology, held their ground. Maria, Lee, and Jake worked together seamlessly, blocking every attempt and countering with swift, strategic plays. As the final seconds ticked away, the Zorbians made one last desperate push, but the humans were ready. With a final, coordinated effort, they intercepted the ball and held it until the referee blew the whistle. The match was over. The human warriors had won. Jake, breathless but elated, shouted, "We did it. We actually did it." Maria, her face glowing with triumph, said, "This was a team effort. We all played our part." Lee, ever the calm strategist, added, "We showed them what humans are capable of." Coach Ahmed, tears of pride in his eyes, addressed the team. "You were incredible. You played with heart, strategy, and unity. This victory is for all of humanity." The Zorbian captain approached them, acknowledging their defeat with grace. "You have proven yourselves worthy. We will honor our agreement and leave your planet in peace." The human warriors celebrated their hard-earned victory, knowing they had saved Earth not just with their strength, but with their unity and intelligence. The crowd's cheers echoed around the world, a testament to the resilience and spirit of humanity. The stadium was electric with the cheers and applause of the crowd. The human warriors stood in the center of the field, basking in the glory of their hard-fought victory. The scoreboard displayed 4-2, a testament to their determination and teamwork. As the Zorbian team prepared to leave, their captain approached the human warriors once more. "You have demonstrated not only physical prowess, but also exceptional strategic thinking and unity. We honor our agreement. We will leave Earth in peace," the Zorbian captain said, his voice respectful. Coach Ahmed stepped forward, extending a hand. "Thank you for the challenge. It has made us stronger and more united as a team and as a planet." The Zorbians boarded their spaceship and departed, their glowing vessel ascending into the sky. The threat was over, and Earth was safe once again. Jake, his face beaming with pride, exclaimed, "I can't believe we did it. We actually beat them." Maria, smiling with satisfaction, added, "It was tough, but we showed them what humans are capable of." Lee, ever thoughtful, said, "This victory is more than just a game. It's a symbol of our resilience and teamwork." Dr. Arya joined them on the field, her face glowing with pride. "You all were amazing. Your hard work and dedication paid off. This victory belongs to all of humanity." The crowd surged onto the field, lifting the players onto their shoulders. The celebration was a global phenomenon, with people from every corner of the world joining in. News channels broadcasted the victory, and social media was flooded with messages of congratulations and pride. As the team celebrated, Coach Ahmed gathered them together for one final huddle. "You all played with heart, intelligence, and unity. This victory isn't just about this match. It's about proving to ourselves and the world that we can overcome any challenge. I'm incredibly proud of each and every one of you," Coach Ahmed said, his voice filled with emotion. Jake, still catching his breath, said, "Coach, we couldn't have done it without your guidance. You believed in us when we doubted ourselves." Maria added, "And the technology from Dr. Arya and her team made a huge difference. We learned to combine our natural abilities with advanced tools." Lee, always the strategist, said, "This experience has shown us that when we come together, we can achieve the impossible." Dr. Arya smiled warmly. "Remember, this is just the beginning. The skills and teamwork you've developed will serve you well in future challenges, on and off the field." The team nodded, knowing that this victory was a stepping stone to even greater accomplishments. They had proven that humans, with their unique combination of heart, mind, and technology, could stand up to any adversary. As the sun set on the victorious day, the human warriors reflected on their journey. They had faced seemingly insurmountable odds, but through their unity and determination, they had emerged victorious. The world had watched and celebrated, united by the spirit of the game and the triumph of humanity. The team's victory was not just a momentary achievement, but a lasting symbol of what humans could accomplish together. The story of the human warriors and their epic match against the Zorbians would be told for generations, inspiring future athletes, scientists, and leaders to strive for greatness. Coach Ahmed, looking around at his team, said, "Let's remember this feeling, this victory. It's a reminder that no matter the challenge, we can rise above it. We are the human warriors, and together, we are unstoppable." The team cheered, their voices echoing through the stadium and beyond. They knew that this was a victory not just for them, but for all of humanity. The future was bright, and they were ready to face it, united and strong.